his mouth and give our hood a bad name. Why he couldn't keep it silent and take his case like a man. Why everybody hate my hood.
World that we have been in.
All right, we gotta get this started. We get to restart this conversation. We've been having a dope conversation on camera.
But I have,
you know,
I just ain't so dope.
About My Money TV, in association with the Mean Girls, is bringing you the first episode of my guy, Mikey Swisher's Barz2Brickz. This is not just a podcast. This is also going to be an LLC where we bring people back in to the community after they leave the penitentiary for recidivism and things like that. It's going to be a movement. We're going to welcome our first guest today, somebody who's been a pillar of the community, somebody who been my OG. And I listen, I'm 47 years old, and ain't too many people I call my OG, but this is one of mine. Wiz, probably one of the best albums ever to come out the city. With us today, man. We welcome my guy Mikey Swisher. We welcome my guy Wiz to the building. What's up with y'all, man?
What's good? What's good, bro? I just want to say, man, I appreciate you, Wiz, for taking this time and coming to kick it with us, man. Wiz, a lot of people don't know, Wiz has been outstanding pillar for our community. He has always been one to uplift brothers that have been in prison. You could call this brother, and if he can help you righteously. Yeah. Let's emphasize that. If he can help you righteously, even when you coming home, if he can give you a job, this is truly what he's here to help bring us out the mud. And I wanted to commend him and also give you a round of applause for being in our neighborhood for 30 years, man. That's something.
Yeah, that was stressful.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
How do you feel about the brothers coming home, man? Like when you done seen them do a whole lot of time, and you see potential, but it's like, man, they don't know what to do.
Right. Man, all I could do is offer assistance as far as, some type of job or whatever I can help with, because a lot of them come home not knowing what they're going to do, like you said, and end up going back, because they never got grounded when they got out. A lot of brothers ain't used to working no job. First job they get is the job they have to get when they get out of jail in order to, like whatever the parole or the probation calls for, you know what I'm saying? But man, I just try to do what I can. I can't do what I can't do. You know what I'm saying? So all I can do is
very humble brother, man. Very humble brother. He does a lot for us. And I mean, when I say for us, I'm talking about for brothers that's come home. He helps out a lot. So from your standpoint, what are some of the things that you would like to see changed as far as the reentry coming back?
Well, man, I would like to I just feel like if you can have a president that got more felonies than most of my friends, and he can become president, then the felony part of it shouldn't even discourage anyone from hiring you or anything. That shouldn't even be looked at anymore. Right. If you fill out for something and you qualified to do something, then you should get the job. They shouldn't look at you or hire you, and then you working and you proud and you happy, and then you come back the next day, they like, well, man, we ran your name and you got a felony. That shouldn't even matter. So I think the rules should be changed. Like, Trump's in office, a lot of people's upset. He's shaking up things. He did that as of day one. I think that's something that should be changed, that you shouldn't have to have a felony. Like the governor, he's the governor, Mike Brown, he's the governor. Like, he's changed it to where you don't need certain qualifications and degrees to get certain jobs. I don't know if y'all knew that. That started last week. Or actually started the day he got in office.
Yeah, he changed it to where experience can trump.
That's right. So it should apply for felons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I went to prison But before I went to prison, I was skilled in doing something, then that shouldn't be held against me because I have a felony now. There ain't no way it should be held. Listen, ain't no way it should be held against you when not only does the president got felonies, what, 34? He got an open case.
Yeah, 40-something.
He ain't even been sentenced. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's either, what it is white privilege at its highest.
Yeah.
So if it's not white privilege, then I think that the white man in charge, which is Trump, should change the rules. Knock that off the table.
If he's changing the rules on everything else,
come on, man, shake it up then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And I believe in things to be shook. I love shaking up things. I'm humble, but I'm a rebel to the core. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
shake it up.
I really don't really view you as a rebel. I view you as a person with integrity that speaks up for what's reality,
right, man,
and what's right, not what people want it to be or this imagination that they trying to paint. But I want to kind of ride with you with that, because we have a lot of churches in our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, what have you seen from these churches, not only helping our community, but helping brothers that's coming home with the resources?
I can't speak on what they're doing for people that's coming home, because I know some of them intentions as well, and some of them probably do have programs for people when they come home. I don't know any of them. I mean, any of the programs, because hell, I'm not a felon and I ain't had to go to them programs. I do know of a couple people that have mentioned certain churches. I don't know the names of them. They did stuff for people, but man, I look at church as a business. They they do stuff for the community, but I don't think it's nothing to do with God or what they do. What they do is more to do with their 501c3. You know, because when you got a 501, is that what it's 501c3, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What that is, what I know about it is, you exempt from certain things, and you get donations, and you got the donations that you get, you are to give away a lot of different things you got to do certain things to fit the criteria to keep your 501c3 status.
Correct.
So that ain't godly. That's, the church giving pantry food and backpacks and stuff like that. They doing stuff for the community, but it has nothing to do with spirituality, what they doing. There's too many churches in the black community for the black community to still be in the condition that the black community is in.
Especially ours, because we done had some mega churches.
Not every community. It ain't just ours. Bruh, my mama moved every 3 years, so I lived everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everywhere I lived, there was churches.
Mm-hmm.
The more beat down the neighborhood, the more churches. And people don't look at it like that, but it's true. You can go out west from Martin Luther King to Riverside, and there's 20 churches in between that area. I don't care what size it is, it's about 20 churches. But the neighborhood's in shambles. You can come over on the east side, go from Keystone to Shaylin. You got about 12 churches, maybe more, ducked off in the neighborhoods. But it's like anywhere you go in America, when you in the hood, you know you in the hood.
Right.
You're going to see a church, you're going to see a Church's Chicken or whatever, you're going to see a JJ's Fish, a Wig Mart, and it's certain things to let you know you're in the hood. And you're going to see trash, you're going to see, you're going to see people hanging and loitering.
Right.
But the churches all look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the neighborhood don't match the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing with them, a lot of them probably are helping people get back in to society and whatever. I know they offer more than I can offer, and they should be able to. I've never offered a service. I'm just coming from the heart. A lot of people that come out are my friends, and I try to help them. You know what I mean? And then what happens is my friends, I've befriended a lot of brothers since they've been in prison. And the people come out and might be like, well, such said, come up here, holler at you, this and that. You know what I mean? So I've never been, like, labeled a place you could go when you get out of prison, far as not me purposely labeling it as some type of facility of reentry or something like that, because it's not. Right. All I'm doing maybe what a lot of the churches should do. Come from the heart.
Absolutely.
I don't want no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't 501c3. I've never gave a food drive. I don't celebrate gifts or nothing like that. But just being in the neighborhood for 30 years, I done gave.
Absolutely, absolutely, you have.
Straight up.
And another thing too, I like about do, bro. You provide a platform, and especially for brothers like myself that have a lot of questions, because I done leaned on you a lot for just for example,
that
my
ain't
credit.
Leaning on me, man.
But I mean, it's information that we're not able to get on the inside.
Right.
That the resources.
Right.
And when I came home, I didn't even know how to open an email up, let alone the credit, how you explain credit to me and what to do, so you give us a platform to be able to dialogue with each other, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So what is it that you intend to do for this next 30 years?
Next 30, I'll be 82 years old. Yeah, I ain't gonna be up there. No store. When them youngsters ain't gonna come in there and knock my old ass on the head. Because by then, they ain't gonna know nothing about me. See, by me being over there 30 years, like when I opened, y'all was in high school, man.
Yeah.
You know what
We
I'm saying?
graduated that year.
Y'all was in high school, bro. And I've watched people
The year
that
we
I graduated.
was year we was coming out.
What's dope is that I went to that same school y'all went to. So me opening a store in the neighborhood of the district of the school I went in, that was a plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I was counted out by a lot of people, especially family and close friends, the ones who really made me thrive and made magnificence be there for 30 years is the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's the customers. I ain't never treated nobody bad.
Never.
I ain't never, cop no liquor in the liquor store next door. I ain't, hey, where's going there for me? No, hell no, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I talk crazy to a kid, but in the right way. And I know it's the right way because they come back at age 30, 40 and be like, man, I remember you used to get on me, man, thank you, this and that. And, just, man, whatever. Hey, man, y'all get out, get some incense. Y'all go get some incense. Y'all sell them. Don't be out here trying to jump off the porch too soon and sell dope and shit. And then the sad reality is most of them did. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say something to a person all day long. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't like, trying to make instant money and shit like that. They want to do what they see everybody else doing. We impressionable.
We broke the
we
system when we
impressionable,
young.
man. And I'm rare because I'm one of the only brothers that I know that ain't went to prison. And I've lived in the conditions to where everybody around me has went to prison.
Right.
I just maneuvered around and opened up Magnificence when I was 22. Everybody else was in the streets, getting cars and stuff like that. I could have did that. I went to Northwest and I went to Warren. I went to school with all the ballers in the city. I could have did that. And then I chose not to. I've always been a hustler though. I sold everything but dope. You know what I'm saying? The thing is I remember asking people if they wanted to invest in the store. I'm getting the store, man. I asked about 20 people. You know what I'm saying? And everybody shot me down. Nah, I'm cool. Only ones that came through that really wanted to help me was Quinn Harris and Dominique Tyler, my brother and my partner.
I wish you would have asked me.
You was in high school, man. How could you help me?
We was getting money. Right then.
I didn't need y'all around. But then y'all ended up doing what I was doing.
Yeah, right. We did.
And I inspired y'all to do that.
You
did. I only say that because that's what y'all told me. Y'all ended up opening the store right after high school. And I thought that was dope because y'all was a little younger than me.
Yeah.
Even though it was 15 of y'all.
Reign of Kings movement.
I was like, who the damn owner? It's 15 of you niggas. But, man, it humbled me, bro. Because I opened the store at 22. Got married the next month. You know what I mean? 95, man. I opened the store, got married. And my grandma died that same month. The same month, 2 months after I opened. 1 month. 1 month after I opened, she came in my store one time, man. She was proud and everything. My grandma died the next year. You know what I'm saying? In 95, and then I started watching everybody get snatched off the streets. And been gone. And I've been there long enough to where when everybody came home, I was still there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a few more that's still in there that's been gone 30, but I'm gonna be there when they get out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if I can help them, I'm gonna help them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
again, you always, and that's where I want to show people, like, we don't have to do what we used to. You know,
that's right.
It's ways to survive legitly and be happy. You're a great inspiration for us, man. So, how would you suggest to brothers like myself that's coming home that wants to talk to the youth? How would you suggest them to approach these young cats? Because you've been out here with them, and you not only been out here with them, you actually mingle. You're not just one of those that's
They all know Wiz.
everybody knows who you are. You mingle with these young
A lot
cats.
of people don't
And
know
let me
Wiz.
pop in for Wiz.
I know Wiz, been knowing Wiz for a long time. Like, he is a rebel. He been a rebel since high school. Warren Central, you know, a lot of things went on. We ain't talked about. Maybe we'll get into it. But this fool started a whole ride when we was at Warren Central. But also, he was smart enough to come in the hood, get with somebody who was already established in the hood, open his store, and then bought the whole entire building. My stepson worked up there. My nephews worked up there for him. Now, my son gone. My nephew's in the federal penitentiary. It's so many people that he's gave opportunity to try to show them a different way, and he's humble about it. Like y'all listening to him right now speak about these things in a humble way, but we all need to be involved in our own way, and Wiz really been involved in that way, man. And I just want to make sure that I put that out there before we go on to anything else, man. I salute Wiz. I've always told Wiz, you know, I know he hear people come up, man, I'll do anything for you, the dumb stuff. And Wiz like, man, I don't want you to do that for me. I need you to go over there and clean up like if it's a drunk that need a drink, bro. Well, all right, we'll pick up the trash and I'll pay you a couple dollars. You see what I'm saying? Like he pushes you in a different direction without preaching to you or trying to push you somewhere that you wouldn't be. And like you said, he gives you an opportunity to change the position that you're in. So I just wanted to make sure that people understood that it's not just something that he's saying, or it's something that he's been doing in the community for 30 years. The old Sam Shoes, Sam was an old man in the neighborhood who built that lot. We used to go up there and buy stuff from him. And now we have Wiz, who's a whole different animal. I mean, he been a revolutionary type dude since I've known him, and he still continued in that direction when he moved into the neighborhood with the store, man. So I salute you for that, Wiz, man, and I appreciate you even giving my son the opportunity to go with you and work with you and try to see that there's other ways that you can make money, man, because what we do is we tell these young people, don't do that, but we don't tell them what to do. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And you did that for my son, man. So I appreciate that.
For a lot of people, sons and daughters, but bro, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You can make them. You can lead by example. You're gonna do what you want to do at the end of the day. And I think through the 30 years, I have more pain than love, man, and that's sad because bro, I done watched too many go. I'm talking about, bro, I done lost over 300, 400 friends. I got so many obituaries up there from old customers. It might be Saturdays. I used to love Saturday mornings. I come in there, I cut on my little Love Jones soundtrack. That's my theme music up on Saturday. And, you know, people don't feel comfortable and stuff. And a lady might come in with her mother for years. Nigga then come up here with obituary here where his mama died. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, man. So it's like sometimes you don't want to even seem like I come to the conclusion like, man, I wish I never even got no friends, because the heartbreak of it is losing them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I done lost a whole lot. Like people, kids, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, your son, he was one of many, man, you know what I'm saying? It just come up there. He helped me with a house out west, you know.
Yeah.
And then he gets killed. And then a month later, little fat man, he from the neighborhood. He helped me with that. He gets killed. And it's like, damn. It's one thing when you die as an adult, but when the kids die, it's crazy. I lost a whole lot. So,
Yeah. So your approach is always just trying to show, not necessarily.
Man, I just
trying
do
to,
me, man. I ain't no saint. I ain't the best dude in the world. Man, I get up every single day and try to make history. And you make history by just doing something. Because the next day is history. And I'd rather do something a motherfucker gonna remember, excuse my language, that's beneficial
Speak the real.
versus
Language don't matter on this.
doing something detrimental. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't live with myself if half that neighborhood I was up there funding them with dope and drugs and buying them liquor, because they all end up, the ones I did help got messed up in the game anyway. So I feel so I wouldn't even be there that long. That was feels good is, you know, me up there and somebody come in with their kid. Like, man, you remember me? I'm like, yeah. I was coming in when I was 5 with my daddy. And I'm here, like I wasn't up there one day, like this last month, man, this dude called me from the shop. Nikki gave him the phone. And he was like, man, I just gave her some money for you. I said, for what? They said, man, you always used to tell my sister to quit getting on me when she used to work in here for you and used to give me stuff and buy me stuff. Man, I just gave her $20 for you, man, just to have. I'm like, man, you didn't have to do that, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, stuff like that, man. But as far as the next 30 years, man, I ain't gonna be up there. Shit. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
The neighborhood done changed, man. I'm talking about changed so much to where it's like it ain't changed for the better, because
What do you see that has affected it?
the youngsters, man, even the music, man, that we was just talking about that too. The no respect, these youngsters want to work in the summer. Hold on one second. This my nephew, man. He blew up the other white beard. Man, I'm at a podcast. What's going on?
Man, this is real life.
Yeah, what you need?
Oh, man. Personally, but,
The press ain't cutting on at all?
I don't think it's on fun.
Well, just check the fuse and just tell dude we can't do it till I get up there. I'll make it work. I broke the press again. Damn it. Anyway. See, that's shit I deal with. That's up there at the building, the Tops. I got the store Tops where we do the shirts and stuff.
Salute the top.
You know what I'm saying, man? Just, man, staying afloat is keeping that boat afloat is work, man.
Absolutely.
Man, boy.
It takes a lot of.
Man, it was less stressful when I was just down there working, paying rent. It was a little smoother. Now that I got the building, it's a little more. But you know, the neighborhood it's not as good as it was. Because it's like the elders is dying off or died off. You know, you got a whole lot of other ethnicity in the neighborhood. You know, and you know, it's America. You can do what you want. But I hate to see our neighborhood ran by other groups that don't live around there, didn't go to school around there, don't really care. They just want some money. Yeah. I ain't mad at them. Business is business. And I really ain't mad at them because they doing what we should have did. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be mad? If you look at the black neighborhood, any community in America, you look at the black neighborhood, if it wasn't for the ethnic groups, we wouldn't own nothing but a couple things, a barbershop, maybe a soul food restaurant, this and, you know, just, but they got everything else. They got, hell, how much chicken and fish they gonna feed us? They got gas stations right across the street from gas stations. You know what I'm saying? and it's like, and they some thick-skinned people, because to deal with us, we're going there giving them hell every day. But the thing is, I don't want to give up what I got. I ain't going to be there in 30 years, but hopefully the stuff I've established will.
Absolutely.
It's because, man, it shows, what it does is inspires somebody that looks like you. You know, like, I ain't political. People like, you don't vote? I said, man, I really don't. Because they're going to do what they want to do. They go off certain ways, they do stuff anyway. But it's like, but you voted for Obama. I said, I did. For the image. You know what I'm saying? Because He was on some bullshit.
For us to
He didn't
see,
really do nothing
for our
us.
children to at
But
least
the
see that
image,
image. Yeah.
That's right. Let you know that you can do this. We don't have a lot of inspirational images other than sports and these stupid demonic rappers. That's what it's on now, is a demonic frequency. But other than that, man, I like the fact that somebody say, "Oh, dude, on that." Like when I was in Magnificence in my 20s, people would trip off that. Man, I helped so many people open businesses and stores. I promise I did, because they was like, "Well, then he can do it. It ain't nothing hard.
Yeah.
I just did it. Ain't nothing magical. I ain't special. I never took a class or nothing."
And
And I helped a whole lot of people start
And
businesses.
I felt like that's why you had to be my first.
Yes, I mean, that's
You
what's
know,
up, too.
because
Straight up.
you've been an inspiration for me for many, many, many years. And I mean, you know, even when I failed, we didn't even know each other when I failed.
I wish we did, man.
You know,
And I get that conversation from a whole lot of people like, "Man, I wish I knew you before I went in, man. I probably wouldn't even went in."
yeah,
Because it's about the company you keep.
absolutely.
You hanging around a bunch of knuckleheads and people that's they ain't working.
Yeah.
What you do? You sleep late. You wake up. You hanging out late. You in detrimental places.
Yeah.
That's what. Like the brothers is getting out of prison. The best thing y'all can do is get a damn job. It ain't all about working for yourself. You can work for yourself, but it's like you gotta build your steps. You can't go upstairs without no steps.
Yeah.
And you gotta build the steps to go up, bro. Get you a job and it occupies your time. Because if you got idle time out here, man, that's just that. They say idle time's the devil's workshop. You that devil. Ain't no motherfucker pulling no strings. I'm gonna
Making you do it.
Nah, it's you.
Yeah.
It's too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like me. I work for myself. I try my best to stay busy, so I don't get in no kind of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stay busy, man. Straight up.
That's great advice. That's
Man,
great.
man, they
A
gotta
lot of-
stay busy.
A lot of brothers do,
In the right
include
way.
myself.
You know, you done sat on that bench for so long that you want to
Hit the ground
hit
running.
the ground running, not realizing, like you said, that it takes. Y'all been out here, so y'all got the motion, y'all got the momentum.
And you see what the next man got. You see what your friend got. You see what they
Yeah,
doing.
you
Then
trying to
people,
keep
you
up
know
with
what you
that.
had before you left, and you trying to, man, now
Yeah, sit down
you sit down.
Yeah.
and get a job.
Yeah, because
And-
nowadays, man, them beds is more stiffer than ever. You know what I mean? We older now. That nigga scoot to the bathroom in the morning. You don't be too old to go back to jail and prison, man.
Man.
For real, man.
Yeah, that's
For
good
real,
advice.
man. And they'll get you up out of here real fast. It's easier to go back to prison.
Yeah.
But you know, I done seen it happen so much, man. I just lost a close friend.
What be the
Just went back.
number? You being around a lot of brothers and what be the number one reason that you see brothers is going back?
Going back?
Yeah.
Being stupid. All of it don't be violations from being, it's violations. You gotta be violated. Be violated for being stupid most times. Rarely do I see a case that you go back from something you ain't really did. You know what I'm saying? You know, yours was the exception. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I say it was stupid of you. 'Cause you should have maybe hung up on the fool.
I mean,
You got in trouble for a phone call. See, I went to jail for a phone call. So I feel you on that. Because, you know, we always say they listening, but you don't really be expecting them to be listening. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail for talking on the phone, and they thought I was talking about something. Like you, they thought you was talking about something. So they gon', you know what I mean? It is what it is. Then you got to fight your way out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So most people don't go to jail from doing stupid shit. Dirty drop, or they got caught with some drugs, or they violate. You did something to violate. But if you had a job, you know, 9 times out of 10 you ain't gonna violate because you occupied. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is, man. It's so easy to go back, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of, you know, everybody I know that did some real time and came out and really. Man, the dudes I know that did the real time and came out got jobs. They never had jobs.
Right.
Never had job, man.
Right.
But I'm 52, I done had 20-something jobs. And I ain't had a job in 30 years, other than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I noticed about the youngsters too. Now, you know, I was gonna say ain't no paper routes, but hell, ain't no papers now.
Ain't no
You
paper,
know what I'm saying?
period,
Really,
yeah.
but you know, we couldn't wait to work. You know,
We couldn't wait to
And they
have
knew
our
that.
own.
We couldn't have our own. We couldn't wait to have our own money. We couldn't wait to
Yeah.
drive. We didn't care what the car looked like.
Me
It
and
didn't even have to have
Swisher had
matching
that
doors
talk
and nothing.
all the time.
But now, society has pushed the car. Man, I know
Dang.
so many people that done gave their kids a car, and the kids be like, I don't want that. Like, damn, what you want? They want something they see in the rap video.
Yeah.
Something that they know ain't obtainable. But they will do what they gotta
Unobtainable.
do to get it. And they go to prison.
You know, it's some chaos. Like he pointed it out to me. I didn't really pay attention to it in our neighborhood.
Like it's too many youngsters. Like when you go to the gas station, like when we was growing up,
Panhandling.
people would be like,
Bro,
"Wait,
we
let me
wouldn't
pump the gas for you."
Bro, we wouldn't.
They don't do that no more.
Really
They not even
gas.
asking. This how they ask.
They not even
No,
asking.
this how they do it. You ain't trying to give me $1, are you? I'm like, no. You ain't trying to
Can
give
we-
me
can you-
$1, are you?
Can you give
That
me
ain't
your
even
change?
asking.
Yeah.
Demand it.
And then it's crucial and treacherous. They asking for change, and if you say no, they up that pistol. Even if you go in your pocket, they might up that pistol.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. It's definitely different.
I told
You know,
him that.
you got people in the neighborhood that won't buy gas from the neighborhood.
Yeah. I
Because
told
they
him
scared to
that.
get out.
That's right.
I
And
told
they should be scared to get out when there's a murder at the neighborhood every other day
I
or every
told
week.
we was stopping at Marathon, and I said, bro, don't pull up there no more, because I'm afraid I'm gonna have you in a situation you don't need to be back in.
That's
you
right.
feel me?
That's
Because if somebody do something to me, and now here you is up here with me, and we done did something for somebody because they asked for change, and bro, I'm older than you. You're a 20-year-old kid. I'm 47 years old. You asked me for my change.
Right.
You should be helping me.
What's up, Jersey?
You know what you got going
I'm live on the podcast right now
Live.
talking about prison reform.
Jersey, you next, man. Jersey, you next.
Talking about prison reform. Y'all ain't talking prison reform. I got something for that one.
Well, I'm getting interviewed by a brother that's going
Jersey
through.
know who we are.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call you back, man.
I was calling you, see if dude had got that pie.
Yes, sir.
I'm finna send you 50 to 25. I owe you 25
All right.
for the pie.
Okay, brother.
Alright.
Peace. I shouldn't even answer. He ain't talking about nothing though. Look at the moonshine. Man,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, yeah, he'd be a good one to speak to too. He-
Nah, now Jersey.
There's
Jersey
several
know,
bits.
He know us.
Like I said, man, it's crazy being surrounded by felons, but they good dudes. Hey, man, but back to this gas station. The liquor stores and the gas stations in the neighborhood, bro, are so detrimental to us going that I wrote a law. When all the break-ins started happening in my store, I wrote an actual law, bro, and I drafted it up because I found out you can make a law. They'll pass a law if you write it. If you write it up in the right, you got to draft it in the right way, and it has to have at least 200 signatures and approval from the city county council. So I wrote the law, and the city county council loved it. The ones in our district, they loved it at first. And I really hope this gets out so people can put pressure on these people. And we can do a whole segment on that too. The law was to make the liquor stores, the gas stations, and the hotels in high crime communities be responsible for a reputable security company.
Yes.
Reputable, not just no top flight security, a reputable security company. Man, do y'all know the impact that will have on the community? And if it went well locally, then it should go well federally. That right there, if they did that, there will be no loitering at these places. There will be less trash because the loiterers is sitting there throwing the trash down, there will be more businesses with the businesses around the liquor stores and the gas stations because people wouldn't be scared to get out their damn cars to shop.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And you really bringing my attention to.
If we think about liquor stores in Noblesville,
You don't see none of that.
Fishers,
You don't see none of that.
None of that.
The thing is, they loved it then. Oh, man, we don't know how we couldn't have thought of that. And this and that. I said, it was a no-brainer. Shot it down. After they let the other representative, well, this told me every reason why it wouldn't work. And these same city council members that kiss ass to the preachers.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And they talking about let's stop the violence and shit.
They always talk. They ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Made me want to run for city council. I ain't lying, because I know I can get 200 votes. That ain't nothing. People be more, I get 2,000 votes. People be more than happy to do that. They shot it down, man. But they cater to these ministers. Like the mayor and them, they cater to the ministers. They got the ministers as our leaders of our communities.
But they ain't no more.
They go to the ministers.
Yeah.
When the politicians vote, they go to the communities. But when it comes to the black people, they don't even respect us as a voice. They go to the minister. And the minister damn near work for the state.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But that's been a change in our community back in the
And
day.
the ministers are getting younger and younger, and they're getting more clairvoyant, they're getting more hip, and they get more. So they got more and more defense mechanisms as far as the people. Why he talking about the preacher? He do this. What are you doing? He do it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not a man of God no more than us three are men of God. He's a businessman. He's a professional psychologist. He makes you feel good, and that's cool. But it ain't got nothing to do with God. My problem is when people look at him any different than they look at us.
Absolutely.
And you're getting more money than the average person out here. You know what I mean? So I say that to say that law, if they would have pushed that, that could have helped the community. I think the ministers and them should have got behind that law. A lot of them will be like, well, we didn't know about it. Well, that's where the city county comes in, because they told me personally that, I know the one city county councilman, Keith Graves, he's over ours area where my store is, and right across Emerson is Ron Gibson. Now the city, Keith had told me that he had a meeting with New Direction, and they want to call me into a meeting. I ain't never heard from them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the black sheep of them churches around there. They don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Even the Jesus of the Bible, they ain't like him. He went in them temples and tore it up. He became popular after he died.
After he died.
Nobody until somebody kills you.
Yeah.
Like Biggie said. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, man, it's so frustrating when you got a blueprint or a plan to do something that you know is beneficial, and nobody's interested because you don't fit the criteria.
Or the image.
Or the image. And that goes back to the prisoner that gets out. He's not a prisoner anymore, but he's always labeled as a prisoner because he fits the image. He's stereotyped. He's a bad guy. He's a convicted felon.
Yeah.
So is the president of the United States of America, who's supposed to be they're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and the highest position that you can have in America is that of the presidency. So that stereotype and that stigma needs to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? It needs to stop.
Yeah.
Man, Wiz, I really appreciate your time, man.
Man, no problem,
And,
man.
you know, just as much as you've been there for me, if you need me for something, bro, just...
Man, definitely. If I need, and I won't, but if I need, I would call you.
Absolutely, man.
At 7 in the morning.
Absolutely.
You call me.
Yeah, everybody tease me. I'll be on my prison time.
If we can help, if we can help in any way, Wiz, man, we here for you.
Man, y'all already helped, man. Listen, man, I ain't there for 30 years because I go open the door every day.
Yeah.
You know, I don't work for me. I've never worked for myself. I work for the people that come in the door. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Straight up, man. I work for them in that door. And if it wasn't for the people that come in that door, I would not be able to pay rent and buy inventory and be there for 30 years.
Yeah.
Straight up.
But
so that's that.
Again, you're a great inspiration.
And other brothers that came, man, I just appreciate you, bro.
Man, right on, brother. We got stuff to do too, man. And I love the fact that I can call and talk to brothers that they ain't gotta call me, and you have a collect call from, and this is mobile telling, and all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking, then the phone hang up, and I'm like, damn, man. And you know what I'm saying? We're here, man.
Yeah.
So
we're here.
Make history.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's do
Straight
that.
up.
Yes, sir.
Right on for having me too, man. Me and Cass been talking about it for a while, bro.
Yeah, so, I've been trying to get. I've been trying to get this man on my platform. It took Swisher to come home to get him in the building.
Yeah, man. But you know.
Everything happens in due time.
That's
though.
right. I'm
you know
here,
what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
And I'm
And I
glad to be
appreciate
here,
it,
man. We're going to do some more stuff, man. And I got a podcast coming. You know, the thing is with me is I had a podcast basically in 1997 when they just had the microphone connected to the computers, with the long, big computers, you know what I mean, the chat line, and I had an audience. And I could have done this before a lot of, and I slowed up once everybody started doing it. I'm like, well, I don't want no podcast now because everybody doing it. But I think they beneficial, you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I want to do a podcast live on 38th Street.
Most
We're going to be
definitely.
outdoors. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
Straight up. And I'm going to
Let's-
invite the
let's
ministers
do
to
that.
come to my podcast.
Let's do
And
that.
we're going to have a peaceful
I
dialogue.
think a lot of I think what it is now is that podcast game is inundated with fake gangsters and people who just want to make money. They don't want to make change, and that's what me and Swisher was talking about. Man, you know, I've been pushing this line for 4-5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
It's
It
your
ain't-
passion.
Yeah.
When it's your passion, ain't about the money.
It ain't-
For me personally, I do want to make some money.
Yeah,
I'm a hustler.
I ain't gonna say
It's- My passion is my passion.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing like making some money
from your past.
off your passion.
There you go. There you go. But I'm saying the information that you hold, bro, is powerful. So you gonna make money off of educating others on what to do in the community, how to live. I mean, I done came to you about situations that don't nobody know about.
Right.
Bro, talk to me about this. I had told him, and we gonna end Barz2Brickz. We gonna have a conversation after the camera go off and everything.
Mhm.
But we had these conversations in rooms before, and now it's time to let the public hear what we talking about. This is the old media is being paid for by the government and by the politicians, so they afraid to speak their mind. We ain't afraid to speak our minds. We ain't afraid to say the changes that we need.
No, you shouldn't be. That's like Magnificence basically has been a podcast for 30 years without the mics and cameras.
Without mics and cameras.
I'm talking about all walks of life, all religions.
All having
Used to
conversations.
be in there. I used to wholesale the incense and oils to the Muslims.
Yeah.
We've had supreme conversations in that place.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had city councilmen, I've had, it's a lot of people that came through them doors and had some of the best conversations and dialogues. And I
Right
think
there.
that's what helped me be established as well, is it wasn't just a store. It was a think tank. It was a place where people could come. I done had brothers coming there that hated each other.
Yeah.
They down the ready to get out, but not in there. They didn't shook hands, made peace. Man, I just saw beautiful things happen there. And I think I've been rewarded by just having that available for the neighborhood and for everybody else. That, man, you know how many times you done came there, we playing chess, or people ain't buying that, we just talking. I ain't there to buy something and get out. I just want them to feel comfortable.
Come up to buy something and end up being up there for 2 hours.
2, 3, 4 hours. might end up helping me do some work.
Yeah.
Not ask for nothing, just there. You know what I'm saying?
You was one of the first people that put my T-shirts in your shop. You feel me?
Man,
So
just a place of camaraderie. And it ain't no different than the church. Place of fellowship, except I ain't passing no plate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what the church
yeah.
is, place of fellowship.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna keep getting on them though. That's another subject. But man, right on for having me, man. You know what I mean?
we
I appreciate it.
you.
Inside,
Wiz,
we're gonna do a part 2.
Magnificence.
Straight
If you
up.
don't know about Wiz and Magnificence and Tops, they on 38th Street, right
What's
between.
our address?
We 1 block east of Emerson, 5207 East 38th Street, 5209 East 38th Street.
Man, the whole parking lot
new
is his,
smoke
man.
shop coming soon at 5217 East 38th Street called the Ashtray, a cigar shop. That's coming soon.
All right.
Come check him out.
But we're gonna have something big this summer for our 30th anniversary, so everybody's invited.
Chess tournaments up there too.
Definitely.
Chess tournament coming soon. We're gonna have a chess cafe. A lot of big moves
Yeah,
coming
it's a whole
soon.
lot of- yeah,
And Wiz definitely gonna be an integral part of a lot of the stuff we do, man. So
Definitely.
him being the first on Barz2Brickz is like it's like meant to be. So we appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna let y'all go out this 45-minute salute. About My Money TV, Mean Girls. Go subscribe to both channels, man. It's all one family. Salute to y'all.
Peace.